This is where moral superiority becomes especially dangerous because once someone believes they're morally above another person, they often feel justified in treating that person in ways they would normally consider unethical. They can mock them and call it truth, lie on them, call it justice. They can dehumanize them and call it accountability. They can destroy their reputation and call it protecting the community. And while they do it, they tell themselves they deserve it because they're bad. That's the permission structure. And to be clear, some ideologies do real harm. Some behaviors absolutely need to be confronted. There are systems that need to be challenged, and there are people who need to be resisted or held accountable. But accountability is not the same thing as dehumanization. The danger is when the label becomes a license to stop being honest, stop being fair, stop being humane, to stop caring whether what we're doing is actually ethical. That's one of the greatest contradictions of moral superiority. It gives people permission to behave immorally in the name of morality. This is how people become cruel while believing they're righteous. And this is why identifying moral superiority in religion is not a flex if we can't identify it in ourselves. It's easy to look at religious people and say, look how they use righteousness to justify harm. But can we see it when secular people do it, when political people do it? Can we see it when activists do it, when atheists do it? Can we see it when our own community does it? Can we see it when we do it? Because moral superiority is not just something other people have, it's a temptation inside every human community. And it thrives because it gives us psychological rewards. It gives us certainty in a complicated world. It gives us belonging inside a group. It gives us a villain to focus on, a sense of control, a story where we're the hero. And sometimes it gives us an escape from self examination. Because if the problem is always those people, then I never have to look at myself. And that may be the most addictive part of moral superiority. It allows me to feel morally awake while remaining personally unexamined. One of the most dangerous ways moral superiority operates is through purity testing. A purity test happens when belonging to a group is no longer based on shared values, shared goals, or shared responsibility, but on constant proof that you're loyal enough, angry enough, extreme enough, obedient enough, or publicly aligned enough. It's not enough to care about the issue. You have to care in the approved language. You have to condemn the approved enemies. You have to share the approved outrage. You have to reject the approved people. You have to prove over and over again that you're still one of us. And this is where moral superiority becomes a loyalty weapon. Because once a group believes it occupies the morally superior position, disagreement is no longer treated as disagreement. Nuance becomes witness, compassion becomes complicity,